What is up, everybody? I hope you're all doing well. Today we are checking out the Crazy Tube Circuits Motherload. What is this thing? Well, it's actually employing two, in my humble opinion, iconic distortion fuzz circuits, one being the Rats and the other being the big Muff, or the Muff fuzz circuit. You can basically throw a switch and toggle between the two circuits. So you understand the pedal better, let's just get right into what's going on top. So in the drive section of the pedal, you have a volume control, that's obvious, and you have a gain control, that's also obvious, but we'll check them out in the demo. But in the middle of that, you have a switch, a toggle switch. When it's in the up position, the R position, that's the Rat style circuit or the R circuit. When it's in the down position where it says M, that's the Muff circuit, the Muff like fuzz style circuit. That's how you choose between the two circuits. Now below that are three controls in the EQ section. The control on the left is a tone control, and that's obvious, clockwise brighter, counterclockwise darker. Right next to that is a voice control. That voice control actually allows you to kind of cycle through all the different variations of the Muff fuzz that happened over the years. We'll get into how that sounds in the demo. And keep in mind that the tone and the voice apply only to the M circuit. And then next to that is the filter control, which is very typical of a Rat style filter. So when you're in the Rat circuit, you would use the filter control. When you turn it to the right, it gets darker. Turn it to the left or counterclockwise, it'll get brighter. It's just like a Rat circuit. Now what makes this pedal really cool is there's this link EQ switch. So when you hit that, what it allows for is now you're combining all three controls, the tone, voice, and filter, whether you're on the Rat style circuit or the Muff circuit. And what that allows you to do is just, like for example in the Rat circuit, you could dial in different tonalities and have different filtering that you wouldn't normally get in a just straight up Rat circuit with just a filter. And same exact thing when you're in the Muff circuit. Now you can also employ that filter from the Rat and once again dial in unique and cool sounds that you wouldn't normally be able to drag out of a big Muff circuit. So it's a really cool feature on this pedal. And I find it to be pretty innovative. Sounds cool. We'll get into how that sounds in the demo. And then, of course, you've got your bypass switch, which is a soft switch, which I really like those these days. And of course, top mounted, so it's a little bit more pedal board friendly, 9-volt DC. So yeah, without further yammering on, let's check out the Crazy Tube Circuits Motherload. Okay, let's check this thing out. Here's the guitar straight to the amp. Got it dialed really clean so that we can have the pedal do all the work. So here's the Motherload. Okay, so just goofing around with just the R circuit, or the more rat style circuit. Obviously the only control I was changing was the filter control, because that's the only control that's active. So let's just listen to this side of the pedal. Let's put the gain, I'll put the gain about here. You can tell it's got a ton of gain, and you know, in a typical rat circuit, if you turn the gain all the way up, it's going to get pretty woolly. So you'll want to, you know, brighten up the circuit. But let's just listen to the filter. As you turn it to the right, darker, left is brighter. So I'll start with the circuit in the center, and then I'll just sweep it for you. So it's a very active filter, obviously. I mean, I liked it about there. That's kind of where I had it set for most of that performance, especially the that opening riff with that PRS guitar. Okay, let's check out the gain. I'm going to turn the gain all the way down. Gain at about noon. Gain all the way up. So as I said, it can get a little bit woolly if you turn the gain all the way up, but you just adjust the filter accordingly. We can turn the gain down and turn the volume up. I really like that sound. So that sounds really cool. So that's the rat side of the pedal. So now let's check out the muff side of the pedal. I'll throw the switch down to M, and we'll check out that circuit. Okay, so on the Muff circuit, it sounds like that classic circuit. The voice kind of allows you to kind of sweep through all the variations of that circuit over the years, and obviously the tone is doing what you think it'll do. It turn clockwise, gets brighter, and obviously the opposite when you turn it the other way. I'm going to leave the voice, let's leave the voice over here, and we'll just listen to the tone really quick. Now I'll do the same thing with the voice. I'll leave the tone here. So you can hear there's a ton of sonic variation with that voice, not only in the tone of it, but just how the pedal feels in that setting. And then of course, gain-wise, let's do, maybe go this route. Gain off. So I could turn the volume up and push it more. So obviously tons of saturation and fuzz, kind of distortion on tap there. So the last thing I want to touch on, we've done both circuits. Let's go back to the Rat circuit and we'll check out this link switch. Basically what it's doing is it's allowing you to bring in the EQ or filtering from the Muff circuit, and vice versa. When you're in the Muff side, you can actually use the filter circuit by employing the linked switch. So this is without it. So right now we just have the filter for the Rat circuit. So we know what that does. See what happens when I link this circuit into it. My fingers to do what I want. So what you're getting now is a voicing that you would not normally get from a typical Rat circuit, so it's really cool. There's a straight Rat circuit. Here's the linked setting. Really cool voicing. So, you know, that's one, you know, we'll look at that. That's what can be done. You know, I'm not going to go through all the variables, but that's what you could do by using the linked switch on the Rat circuit. So now let's go the other way. I'll go to the Muff circuit. The linked switch is off, so now we're just listening to these two voicings again. We'll set it about there. If I hit that link switch, it's going to bring the filter in from the Rat circuit. So let's see what happens. So that's with the filter circuit. So once again, you're going to get filtering options that you wouldn't have in that typical circuit by bringing in the Rat filter. Here's without it. With it. So there's just a ton of variables that you can dial in on this pedal. In my personal opinion, I like the Link EQ more in the Rat circuit, where we're employing these guys to the circuit. It's good in the Muff circuit as well, but I tend to prefer it in the Rat style, or the R circuit. So that is the Crazy Tube Circuits Motherload. If you've got any questions about it, definitely go to the website and check things out there. And as always, I really appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you next time.